Good day everybody, Dr Vesuvius here, Professor of Pretendology at the University of Unreal Life, and welcome back to Little Gaslamp, our little steampunky Feed the Beast world here. And I'm kind of stupid, I really am. Because I'm so used to coming on here to play just to have fun, I keep coming on thinking I'll do a video, and then I start playing and I do a job and I think, oh, that would have made a good video. And by the time I've done it, it's a bit too late. So apologies for the long delay in getting another video out. So what's changed in Little Gaslamp since you were last here with us? Well, the first thing is, bam! No Towers of Wizardry. Ed finally succumbed to our urgings and demolished his old towers, moving entirely out to his out-of-town Escree club, which we'll have a look at in a later video. And so the developers moved in, and Kat's completed the Little Gaslamp railway station, which is a nice little resting place here. We already had the control box there, and we have the beginnings of a second rail route, which is a future project. I'll talk about that later, and maybe in a different video. And over here, in the space that the old towers occupied, we have two new businesses that have grown up: Maps and More Adventure Supplies. Also, we've got all sorts of things in here: maps and compasses, and backpacks. They come in handy. Nice. And who do we have next to them? We have Jekyll and Heisenberg Dispensing Chemists. Ego sum ille qui pulsat. A little bit of Latin humour there for you. It's kind of sparse at the moment. This is a building I've done, and I've not fully furnished downstairs, but upstairs we have a fully functional potions lab. All the ingredients you're likely to need. A water supply, which looks empty, but it's actually full. So I'm gonna be developing that as a now and again project. A couple of suits. So things like that, I found myself completing and then thinking, oh, that would have made a good video. But then it's too late to do that. So what shall we do then? Well, I've got an idea for a little project at an out-of-town location. So, time to strap on the Iron Man suit, and up and away, and off into the wild black yonder. I'll tell you what, let's sleep first, so we're not travelling at night, and then off into the wild blue yonder. Okay, I'm right at the far end of the railroad here. This is the area that's going to become Pompeii-on-Sea, little seaside resort, and this is my current project, which is the Seaview Hotel. And I've come here to show you, I think I've shown you already, our portal network. So all sort of remote locations have a little portal like this, which will take you back to this portal hub age, and from there you can go to any other location that has a portal. Very nice and handy. So, as you can see, the hotel has one here. So I'm going to go to a location that doesn't have one and build one for you. And well, who lives in a place like this? We have a little village with a wall around it. Could it be Cat? She's always a big fan of walls. No, I don't think so. Let's have a look up here. On the mountaintop. Boom! Big old cobble castle. This is the residence of one Infinite Lives, my fellow YouTuber, who I invited to join us on the server, and he's come out here and carved out this little pocket empire for himself, right out at the extreme limit of the map. So he's got this huge castle, which let's just have a quick peek in. I don't think he's going to be doing videos. This is just for fun. But yep, Spartan and empty. But I think Infinite is playing very much a vanilla Minecraft game. He's I don't think he's done much Feed the Beast, and he doesn't know quite so many of the fancy things we can do. So what I'm going to do is, as a present, I'm going to build him a portal just outside his door, and link him in to the portal network. So where would be a good place? We don't want it too far from the door. We don't want it interfering with anything he might be planning on building. So we can move it later if needs be. I think here's probably as good a place as any. So what we'll do, got all the materials we need here. Now, a basic Mistcraft portal, because that's what we're doing here, a Mistcraft portal, uses these blue crystals, and you can basically put them in any enclosed shape you want. Right, let's clear the snow away here. So we've got a good yeah, I think this little area here will be fine. So we'll just do a 2, 3, and should we do a round one? Yeah, let's do a round one. So got some cobble here. No, that's getting a bit big and obtrusive. Let's scale it down. We'll just do a small one like the other locations. So we go here, 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 here. What we could do is bring the top in like that. And that's a legitimate yeah, that's a legitimate portal. So let's put our crafting bench down, and we'll make some steps up into it. So we go boom, 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 boom. Oh, that's not done right. Boom, there we go. So, how does portal work? Right, well, what we need is to use some of these crystals to make what's called a book receptacle, which I think is that shape. And that, if we put on the back side somewhere, we can plug a Mistcraft book into, and that will turn this into a portal to that book's location. Okay, we don't want it on all the time, we want it to be turn on and offable. So to do that, we have a turtle here, and we shall label this Infingate. Because he's infinite lives, get it? And we need a program on here, which I have written, which I should be able to get from Pastebin. Pastebin get, and it's 7MJH29ZT and we'll want that to run on startup, so we'll just call it startup. Yay! So all this is doing is it's waiting until it receives a redstone event. When it does, it drops something into the receptacle, waits for 10 seconds, then it draws it out. And then it loops around and does that forever. So all we need now is a way of getting a redstone signal to this. And it doesn't matter where. So what we can do, stone bricks. Two ways. I mean, we could put pressure plates down here and loop the redstone under it. But let's keep it nice and simple. A button. Button push there. We'll put the redstone, red ally wire. This is something I'm really going to miss when we move to a new mod pack and don't have red power. I really love this red ally wire. There's a new RedNet wire from Mine Factory Reloaded in the newer mod packs, which is nice, but it's just not the same. Okay, and one of the things I've done on all of the other portals is I've backed it with this blue Zycoridite, just because it's sparkly and magical looking. So I think if I just box that all in, the only thing left to do will be to get the magic books. Did I say magic? I meant scientific books. Scientific thingy books. Yeah. No magic here. So what I'm going to do is just do a basic portal design. And maybe come back later and pretty it up. Boop, 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 boop. Really? Get off my mountain. Thank you. Now, can I somehow bring this in? I don't really want it to be this wide if I can get away with it. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll fill in as much as I can here. And then I'll go get a saw and do some micro blocks. And what I'll do is I'll leave the back of the turtle exposed. So I'll have micro blocks there, there and there. Right, okay. Let's do this one higher. Do, 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 do. Okay. So we need to set the book for coming out of the portal. So what I'll do is I'll get into a position as if I'd just come out. Let's turn off my jetpack so I'm not flying. Boom. There I am. If I take the book and go boom, that is now a linking book to this location. What I didn't bring with me was a linking book to the Void Hub world. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back there now, get a saw as well while I'm at it to do these micro blocks, and be right back. Alright, I've come back to the Void Hub here after stopping off to pick up a saw, and this is where we would put the new location into our network. So you see we've got a computer here, and we've got a turtle here. So we'll put our overworld book in that slot 10. Now if we have a look on here, break out of the program. Here we have all of the locations that are set up currently. As you can see, we're basically using Direwolf20's button API, if you're familiar with his work. Don't think we're exactly using his code, but it's based very strongly on it. What are we going to call this? We're going to call this Infinite Lives. We'll just call it Infinite Lives for now. It's in slot 10. And we want it to be below this button. These last numbers are the coordinates. So, let's see. We want 3647. Oops. So I think that's the column. And 79. So that's the row settings. And if we scroll down, we just need to add a function for slot 10. Let's see what we got here. Just check we've spelt it right. Infinite Lives with a capital L. Yep. Infinite Lives with a capital L. Yep. Good. So one slight modification to Direwolf's code that he demoed. I've got a cycle portal sub routine here, which means I just pass that the name and the slot number, and it sends the message to the turtle to insert that particular slot. Right, so save, exit. So when we go out the front now, we should have a new button, Infinite Lives. When we press that, portal activates. Before I go back, I need to be careful not to go through. Do the same thing as I did on the overworld. Get a linking book to this location. So now when I go back through, I can put that in our remote portal. Okay, so let's try that now. We'll put that book in there. Press the button. And there we have it. Fantastic. So as you can see, we can pretty up the portal a little bit with all these gems and edging, but the function's there. Now, one last thing I'll do. Grab some blocks. Slice them up into covers. And we should be able to cover these bits here. We'll leave the, actually we can cover the turtle up there. It's not perfect, but we can maybe do something later on to make it look like, I know what we'll do actually. What we can do is get some more bricks. we'll make these nice little steps here, and completely and utterly meaningless. In fact, we can actually add some more up here as well. Why not? All these little doodads just break up the design a little bit. I'm going to need a couple more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't click right to save my life. Ah, that ain't right. There we go. Pick up our crafting bench. Another thing we should really do is leave a sign here. But I can now quite quickly go back and get one. Another innovation courtesy of Vesuvius, so he knows where this has come from. And there we go. That's a nice present for Infinite when he logs onto the server next. He'll be able to come and go throughout the little Gaslamp world without too much difficulty. So with that, I'm going to go back to the main town. And thank you very much. That's all for this video. I've been Dr Vesuvius, and until next time, be splendid.